We've got loads left for you, so we're going to run through everything that we have got. The key thing here is there's nothing new. It's all amazing Stamps by Me products at fantastic prices. So we want to share that with you. So let's get started, shall we? With 647972, the Stamps by Me dies and 6x6 inch stencil. It's the Hope collection.
£40.
Give me hope, Joanna.
I better not sing.
Remember that?
Don't give up your day job.
Yeah.
So basically, for the £40, being a club member is an incredible bundle. So we brought this to you 12 months ago, I think. It sold through so quick. You all clicked that notify me, so it's back. And it's just a lovely eclectic bundle that's going to probably see you through Christmas if you want to make those florals festive and Christmas. You've got the wood grain stencil, but equally into the summer months, make it bright and breezy and beautiful. It's got lovely uplifting sentiments that follow through with the design with those beautiful butterflies. You can make shaker cards. All of the traditional craft that we love, you can do with this collection. So you get an A5 stamp, which has got a beautiful sort of thistle rose design on a beautiful arch with some sentiments. You get an A6 stamp set, which is this one here with the beautiful butterfly as well. So these are both stamp sets, incredible, absolutely gorgeous. Then down on the base here, you have the 3 6x6 stencils, which can be rainbows, clouds, scales, sun, whatever you want them to be.
Shells.
A wood grain, and then we get the lovely sort of damask design which puts the tails on the butterflies with stencils and pastes and things, and we get the lovely butterfly in here. So you get a lot for your money.
That is a lot. That took you about a minute to tell you everything that's in there, which is not bad for £39.55.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And you know,
stamps, dies and stencils.
A lovely bundle that's going to see you through, which will probably work with the majority of craft you have in your stash. So, you know, integrate them with your other products on this. I'll show you a few samples.
You can do, yeah.
So we have just the most gorgeous samples. Maybe you don't have a butterfly. If you don't have a butterfly, this is a great starting point. It's not too big, it's not too small. No. And that's that lovely stencil in the background there. What about interchanging those lovely florals in the embossing powders on the back, the lovely rainbows and things like that, bringing it back to life with a bit of white on there. The sentiments are so gorgeous. Every day is a second chance. You know a good sentiment when it's Stamps by Me, because we are renowned for our fabulous sentiments. But look at this card, it absolutely holds its own, and it's only that stencil. Absolutely beautiful. So mix it in, stencil through your apertures, make shaker cards, do your great backgrounds, and just have a lot of fun.
Okay, brilliant. 647972, the item number. Flexi is available, or other ways if you want to spread the cost. You know how it goes here at Crate and Craft. And also, if you're watching in the US, let's say hello to our US viewers, because I believe we might have popped up on 1 or 2 more places in the US that you might have been used to seeing us. And we'll be telling you more about that over the next few days as well. So very warm welcome if you're watching. If you are watching in the US, I'd love to hear from you. studio@createandcraft.com. Exactly. Right, now let's talk about lamination now, shall we? Let's have a look at this next one. The details on this one are the A5 lamination stamp set. Beautiful moments, and you've got 2 of the ice ink sprays in there in teal and pink.
Yeah, so I put this bundle together for you. So if you are brand new to Stamps by Me, we have the lamination, which is a 2-part stamp set. So you get the solid portion with the colour, so you can see down here, and then you get the detailed outline. I showed this in the other show, so if you want to go back and watch that one, you can absolutely do that if you want to. And then you have your 2 ice ink sprays on there as well, which you get like a teal and a pink, which you can instantly replicate these 2 beautiful birds on here as well. So 2 parts that go together to create the most realistic watercolour birds that you could probably not achieve on an everyday basis. I've got it, I'll show you in a second.
Oh, happy hour, thanks. You missed all of that. What a professional you are, Tony. You're talking away there, and it was like you were the swan and we were the legs underneath, going like that then for looking at the happy hour.
Yeah, so you can see from the samples, 2 parts. I mean, you get that lovely silhouette stamping in the background, and you can bring it to the foreground. And this is a great way if you've never stamped before. These are a great starting point. Thanks, super easy. So 635667 is the item number. Again, amazing value for money that we've got here for you. Right, let's move on, because there's quite a bit to see in this show.
Now, these may look like power drinks, but please don't drink them. They are the most amazing eyes ink inks that we've got here. This is the glitter paste trio, the gold, the teal and the purple.
Yeah, so basically these are the 24 carat, which basically means they are a mix of glitter. So eyes ink do glitter paste, which is just one colour, but the 24 carat means it is a mix of glitter in there. So you can see there is a touch of pink in there, there is a touch of gold in there, and you've got the teal, the gold and the pink. They are in a lovely, lovely eco-friendly packaging as well. So these are recycled packets from fruit containers, juice drinks from kids and things like that. You can hang them if you want to, but they work on fabric as well. They wash at 40 degrees, so you can utilise them on fabric, on paper, on wood. So many surfaces, and just...
I was just squidging it because it's a paste, isn't it?
It
like
is absolutely a paste.
It's quite squidgy, isn't it?
It absolutely is. So this is it goes through seamlessly through your stencils, and it dries really quick. So if you're a poker with your finger and like to touch, well, is it dry? It literally does dry.
And that's actually a clear window on the front because you can see that it's inside.
So the colour that you see is the colour that you're buying.
See inside, yeah.
So cool.
Awesome.
And it hooks up if you want to hook it up. It's got a small footprint as well, so literally are good to go.
Like a blood bag.
My gosh.
If you want some intravenous glitter, no, please don't do that.
I have glitter in my veins, I'm sure of it.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, 049230. You can get hold of those for a club price of what, about £15.40, something like £15.27 to be exact. 049230, the glitter paste trio in the gold, the teal and the purple. Right, next up we have got some beautiful textured linen card for you. Oh, this is a nice texture, Tony.
This is, I know you're a fan of cardstock, so basically this is a lighter weight, so it's going to be perfect for your die cutting, it's perfect for your matte and layering. It has a slight texture.
You can hear it. Can you hear that?
I can hear it, yeah. It does have like a texture, it's beautiful. It die cuts like a dream, you can use it for your matte and
Come and have a close look.
But Martin,
what?
The great thing about this, what do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
Is it got coloured core?
No, it's not colour core. Next, what do you think?
It's different colour on each side?
No. How many paper packs do you know have 60 sheets, 20 different colours?
Ah, right, okay, right.
So you're buying
only 3 of each colour?
So, yeah, so normally you would get a set that maybe has 8 colours, 10, 12 at a push, maybe. You've got 20 colour waves. And do you know what? They're not colours that have been picked from a book or anything like that. They're dipped colours. So you have the most unique, lovely, putty colours. Untraditional colours that you won't have in your stash. So we've all got our pinks and purples and yellows and greens. These are different. You've got undertones of like skin tones, you have like mango colours, you have putty colours, you have stone effect colours in there. Now the neutrals sold out in like 20 minutes earlier. This is what's left of this one. So 12 by 12, 60 sheets, 20 colours.
Right, I want you to come, if you can, Chaz, right up close into this, because I want you to see the textures, folks. Anywhere up here.
And this is the only one that's brand new.
And I have to hold it still. Right, there we go. There's the texture.
Good shout. We didn't show that earlier.
No, isn't that fantastic? So that's more than just like linen cut. That is just amazing texture that's on there. On the other side, it's plain, yeah?
Yeah, it's just so pretty. And it's so affordable. Look at the price.
I mean, it's incredibly affordable.
12 by 12,
I'm going to take it out of the way now.
Ta-da!
That is fantastic. That texture is amazing, and you can actually draw your fingernail down it and hear it. You are getting 60 sheets for $11.69.
Tell me where you can get that anywhere.
How much is that a sheet, Baker?
18p.
60 divided by 11.69.
18.
No rush.
18 pence.
What do you reckon? 18? 19 pence. Not bad, Tony Darrett, not bad.
I did
play darts.
No, I used to listen at school.
I used to listen. 19 pence a sheet is amazing. 12 by 12, those beautiful pastel colours with that texture. That's my pick of the show so far. Let's move on though, because we have some wow powders.
Yep, back in stock. These absolutely flew out. Pink, lime green and purple. Absolutely amazing on all these projects. If you like sparkle, you're going to absolutely adore these. So basically they have a clear undertone. They look incredible on black cardstock. So these have been reordered because they flew and you all clicked that notify me button. Absolutely stunning. They've got sparkle, clear and a matte.
Sparkle.
Clear and a matte all mixed, so that means they work on white and on black.
Okay.
So you get the sparkle come through and clear on the black, and you get the regular colour and the sparkle on white. Absolutely gorgeous. Last you a lifetime. Hello summer, summer vibes, summer loving. We're not in summer.
They are.
We're not in summer, but because people wanted them, we have brought them back, and this is more of a back in stock show.
900,965. They are 11.69. Amazing value for money for your wow powders. You might want to put the lid on those. I've not been the safest tonight when handling.
Okay,
things,
I'll
I'm
put
afraid.
the lid on.
So we'll move on to the next one while we put the lids on. And this one is absolutely beautiful. Here comes the details for you. At some point, it's a sunflower, I know that much. It's the Quattro D7 now. I love this Quattro effect. This is amazing.
We did a great show together, didn't we, with embossing folders?
Yes, with the Quattro embossing folders.
Absolutely. So these are your 4-stage process that's going to give you a shop-bought finish, okay? So you're going to get flat if you want flat, 3D if you want 3D, stencil effects. All of the components that are in this set, which you get, are layering stencils, embossing folder, die and stamp, all work as independents, but combined they make the most incredible 3D element, and hopefully I'll get to show you that today. So this is the sunflower. It's huge. You get 7 pieces in there and if you want to just stencil through with any colours you have in your stash, you can absolutely do that. If you want to stamp and colour it yourself with pens and pencils, you can do that too. It's just an amazing, amazing concept. It's just so cool. 4 of the most loved concepts in crafting brought together in one combined package.
Yeah, no, I remember. Did Dan launch these with you?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think I nearly let his tyres down at home so he couldn't come in because I wanted to do these.
You've got to love his honesty.
They are absolutely brilliant. £31.49. That's the sunflower.
Yeah.
Next up is the magnolia.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same concept. This covers a whole 5x7 card. It's huge. So if you just want to use the embossing folder as a backing, you can absolutely do that. But you can use any of the independents on their own. You don't have to use the 3D embossing folder if you don't want to. You can use them on pattern paper if you want to. They are just so cool. Now, we've launched 4 of these and we've sold thousands already. So come January, when we launch our next ones, which are cocktails, which are stunning, they're going to be awesome also. So if you are a collector of Quattro D, we don't do lots of them, but when they are out, they absolutely fly.
I love
so
the way you
add them.
Quattro D.
Yeah. And on the back here, it shows you the 4-step process, but don't forget that lovely QR code that shows you all of that inspiration when we are live. 1,200 videos for you there, guys, for all of the products I've brought to you here on Create and Craft for the last 10 years.
10 years.
I'm like a fine wine, I haven't aged.
10 years, you haven't. I mean, that picture. You know, no, 10 years, wow. That's recent, isn't it?
I'm like Benjamin Button, I'm going backwards.
10 years, wow. Okay, so you saw them in Magnolia. Here's the spring bloom for
exactly
you.
the same concept, Martin. In fact, shall we just show you the back here? So if you look on the back here, you can see the stencil system, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the stamp. You have the embossing folder, which can be used as an entity on it, and then we have the outline die. So this can be worked with this. This can go with that. That can go with this. This can go with that. It's just, if you think about how many different ways you could use it, it's absolutely mind-blowing. They're stunning, absolutely stunning. And you can just pick a colour and go with what you want.
Yeah, super popular when these were launched. It was a real winner. And here they are, some of the earlier ones on a slightly discounted price for you as well. So if you missed them before, your opportunity to get in. So 631-800, the item number. That's everything we have on the show. Now, there's a lot of brilliant items on the show, and you might want to be building yourself a basket and taking advantage of the cap postage, but you might also want to spread the cost. There are a number of ways you can do that here at Create and Craft. Here's one of them.
With ClearPay, you can shop now and pay later. Always interest-free. Simply add your items to your online basket. Select ClearPay at the checkout, log in or create a ClearPay account for an instant approval decision. Your purchase will then be split into 4 payments every 2 weeks. For more information about using ClearPay, visit createandcraft.com. Pay it in 4, choose ClearPay.
Now, we might be 15.5 minutes into the show, but we have a happy hour for you.
Yeah, a fabulous happy hour. So you will have seen the other one from the other show that absolutely flew. So this is the second one, which is awesome again. Another great price point, so a nice introductory to Stamps by Me if you've never seen us before. Lots of brand new customers every single day, and we've made it super affordable. So if you do want to step your toe into Stamps by Me, this is a great opportunity. So it's an A5 stamp set and a coordinating die. Now it's in that wreath formation like the other one, but this is a little bit different to the last one, and I'll just very quickly show you before we move on to a demo. And that's in the sense that we have this fabulous sentiment, which is on probably most of my packaging now. So we have this lovely sentiment that says, you are kind, you are smart, you are important.
Thanks.
Please remember that, everybody, because you are.
Toni.
And you are too, Martin.
Thanks, I appreciate
Beautiful sentiment on that. It's huge. It's nearly the size of an A6. And then we have the wreath, and then we have coordinating die. So this will be $35.98 normally, I believe. Yep, $35.98. Today, I'll leave the price over to you, Martin. So
$11.69 if you're a club member.
eye-watering.
What the...
I thought you were going to say it. Oh, I've just had a mince pie. I thought you were going to say it.
That's unbelievable. £11.69.
Getting too old for this.
400-078 the item number if you want to get hold of your happy hour, but you're only going to get it at this price for the next 23 minutes, folks. Okay, so 43 minutes. Sorry, I'm wishing my life away. Sorry. There's one up there, and I still couldn't do the maths. Happy hour, don't miss out. £11.69, saving yourself today £24.29. Brilliant. Okay.
So very quickly, let's get into a demo.
Don't forget, we'd love to hear from you if you're watching.
Yeah, emailing, that'd be lovely.
Would be great to hear from you. Maybe you're a huge Stamps by Me fan. Just say hello. Just email in, say hello.
Yeah, if you've got any pictures from this collection when we did launch, send in your pictures. We'd love to hear from you, absolutely. Because I personally like the 8 o'clock show not because it's quiet, it is quieter generally anyway, but it's lovely for people to have the opportunity to ask questions, show their finished makes. It's a little bit more laid back, which is nice, and we can cover a lot more points.
I agree with you.
So, and I know Martin likes it quite chilled like me. Yeah. Right, so let me just show you very quickly. So in that set you get this lovely sort of arch design which could be used across the board. Masculine, feminine, simplistic. These go through your die cutting machine and can emboss as well. So let me just show you what I did was I used that lovely paste that's in set and just sort of like quickly pushed it through. So we've got that goldy, that purple and that lovely teal, but if you mix them, look, you get like a green in there too. I did this before. It takes a couple of minutes to dry, but it's got a lovely feel to it. It's super sparkly. So, and that's a great introductory price of those 3 new Eyes Ink colours. So let me just show you a quick card that I've put together. So I'm just going to mount this onto some lovely black card. Now I would say if you are using those lovely Eyes Ink pastes, batch make. Put a lot of them through your stencils, make a lot and then trim them down when they're all dry, and then you can make some lovely cards.
Now I would never knowingly interrupt you, Toni, but 30% of the happy hour has gone in the couple of minutes since we've shown it, and I also need to tell you that you are adoring the texture card.
It is gorgeous. Now it's not construction weight. I know I said this in the other show, it's not construction weight. It's 160 GSM, so it's beautiful for your matte and layering. And because you get so many sheets and so many colourways, and it's so affordable, which is honestly, I can't tell you that price is incredible.
Well, it wouldn't have been a bad price at $24.99.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And it's brand new today, that.
Is it?
That is brand new today. The neutral sold out like within 20 minutes.
To start with, the price is extraordinary at $11.69. The fact that you get 30 different colours. 20, sorry, different colours, yes, because you get 3 of each, don't you? The fact, though, and also the texturising of it is amazing. I'm going to have to show you again. And the other thing as well is, because it's so affordable, you're not going to be precious about cutting into it, are you, Martin? Because normally when you pay an arm and a leg for cardstock, you don't want to cut into it. I want to show you that. Hang on, I'll hold it still. I want to show you the texture on this again. Okay, look at it. It's like little dots. It is like it's been sanded back. You know the colour correlate sand. It looks like it has that. That is a close-up, mind, but it does have some beautiful texture, and it
and honestly, it cuts like a dream. So get it through your die cut machines. Don't be afraid to use it. All colour waves are covered, and like I say to you, the colour waves in them are really different. You're not going to get...
that is an extreme close-up, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you listen to it, you can, if you drag your fingernail, you can hear that texture. It's that good, and it's flying as well at that price. There
it's
we go.
Beautiful, honestly. All I need to do really now is do some brights for you all, because we've done the neutrals, they're the pastels, and I will do some brights.
Can you do that by 50 past?
No.
Oh.
I'm good, but I'm not,
Not
that good. So let me just show you here. So when I did this, I thought, oh, do you know what? It's a bit bright for me. I like it. I love the sparkle. Too bright for me. So I've cut a piece of vellum here, look, and I've put it over the centre, and it's just pushed it right back, and that's now I like it. So I've stamped one of the sentiments, and I'm just going to tape this to a piece of black card. Now this is how quick it is to make cards. So I'm just going to stick it into the centre of this vellum, really easy. And then behind this vellum, I'm just going to pop a pad and raise this element. So don't be, if you do a project that's really bright and you're thinking, do you know what, I've now ruined it. I'm not a bright and breezy crafter. Push it back with a bit of vellum. That's what I normally do. It just pushes that colour back, and you just get a little bit of the colour coming around the edge. So I'm just taking the pads off the back here, super easy. So be happy in the centre. This is a nice 6x6 card. So there we go. So you can see already it would help if it was straight a little bit, but you get the idea. And then from that lovely stamp set, which you also get in the set of Hope, this one here, I stamped and I cut away this part and I coloured it in with my sparkle pens, with our Gossip sparkle pens. So all I'm going to do here is add a pad behind. Now if you think about what you're getting in that kit, Martin, an A5 stamp set from Stamps by Me is £17.99. So what you're getting in that kit and the savings is incredible. So if you are thinking about it for kits, for a gift for a loved one, not a stocking filler because it's way beyond a stocking filler for a loved one, but you know, if you have a crafty friend who would really appreciate it, then you've got that. But equally, if you want to break it down, give somebody the stencils who like stenciling, give somebody the stamps who like stamping. So just pop that flower. There we go. How quick will that?
There we go. That looks absolutely awesome. 647972. That's just one simple thing that you could do with the Hope collection. Remember, you're getting stamps, you're getting dies, and you're getting stencils, and saving yourself a fortune. This isn't a sale show. It's just like a really, really discounted show. So that should have been £61.94. You're getting it for £43.94 if you're not a club member. If you are a club member, you're saving another £4.40 off that. £39.55. You can spread the cost if you want to. You get such good value for money there. That might be your key item, and then you're going to add into your basket with the saving that you've made. The happy hour, perhaps, and here is the details for the happy hour. 40% of it's gone. Okay, so you were saving what, £21 on that Hope collection, I think it was.
Absolutely.
So you could add in the happy hour at £11.69. You still got you know, a tenner you've saved. Well, maybe you're going to add in that wonderful textured card as well, and then you'll really feel like you've got fantastic value for money. But if you want the happy hour, you've got 36 minutes to do it now. It's only here till the top of the hour. 400,078, your item number.
I'll just show you the size of that sentiment actually. So here is a piece of A5 card. Look at the size of that.
That's your happy hour.
It is.
And it's £11.69.
Yeah, so the stamp itself is £17.99.
And there's a die in
and
there.
you get the die
Two
to
dies in there.
cut this one out as well. So let me just show you very quickly.
You can't miss that, folks.
Shall we stamp this one? Shall I show you it? Let's show you it. Let's show you. And the great thing about it as well is the stamp is throughout as well, so you can't stretch the design. So let me just stamp it out here very quickly, and then we'll move on to another demo. So let's just grab this piece of white cardstock here. So very, very similar to the happy hour deal in the last show, except this one has this really impactful sentiment on there for you. So you can, this sentiment holds its absolute own, just on a card blank with a little bit of stenciled detail in the background. It looks beautiful. Colour the heart, absolutely. One and done cards, very, very quick and easy. So let's stamp this out very quickly. I think I just need to move this because that's going to end up in somebody else's set. Oh, nice. So let's just stamp this one out. So this one is more twiggy, berry, floral. The other one had more sort of geometric designs. This one is very detailed. So this one looks brilliant if you put your glue on all of the berries and buds and add sparkle. So I'm just gonna... So I'm just doing it in black here, but think about gold embossing powder, silver. Could have actually done it in the ones in the show. So you can see you get that detail in there. But this is where this sort of design comes into its own. So if you add glue to the berry heads, don't forget there is a die as well. I'm just going very quickly here just to show you how gorgeous you can make this look. So on all of the solid portion of the stamp, I'm just going in with my glue.
While you're dabbing your glue, we've had an email from Carol with an E.
Hi, Carol.
She says, hi, Tony and Martin. I love Stamps by Me. Tony is one special lady. She is so talented.
Oh, that's really
I've
kind.
ordered the new card packs. Can't wait for them to arrive. The Eureka got me stamping again. It's so easy to use. Of course, the Eureka is Tony's more than a stamp platform. It is a stamping platform. It's an artist's palette. It's a really brilliant tool. We don't have that on the show, but if there's any in stock, you'll find it on the website. Great Christmas present for any crafter.
Yeah, it's on the website.
Great Christmas present.
Absolutely. We launched it 2017.
Yeah.
I cannot even begin to tell you how many we sold, but
Well, it's crazy.
it's crazy and it's amazing. And it's the best on the market.
Yeah, well, yeah, you would say so.
And it's the top selling one here on Create and Craft.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
And it's got 5-star reviews.
I can't argue with that either.
And it's
also
a great price.
And it would be a great Christmas present as well.
Yeah, hashtag just saying.
Yeah, hashtag just saying.
You need to go nowhere else.
Yeah, you've got it.
You get it. So here is some chunky glitter that I've just got in my stash here, but let me show you how amazing you can really go to town making this look very sparkly.
Oh yes, chunky glitter doesn't really do
So,
justice under the lights.
There we go. So look at that. I mean, obviously you can see the white glue through there, but it doesn't end there. You have the die to take it out of the page, pop some pads behind, make it 3D if you want to. So, I mean, it will never be back at that. Well, it won't be back after 20 minutes.
No, I mean, you're saving $22.99. Half of it's gone. I'm surprised more of it hasn't gone.
Yeah, I just think that putting those prices on because these are not products that I can't sell.
No.
These are products that I've brought to you here at that full price. Yes, a bit I've had a couple of pounds off here and there, but never at this price. And I just think, given the time, lots of people are at home getting cosy, watching the craft channel, or maybe flicking through the channels, come across a craft channel, and you know, it's a great introductory. So, you know.
Maybe your other half's watching something else right now and you're going to treat yourself. Go and tell him, right, I'm having this. This is such a bargain. I'm having this. Seriously.
Why not? Let's move. Let's do this demo, actually.
I'm still reeling today with my lovely wife who said, I think I'm going to get us a new Christmas tree. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with the one we've got? Well, we've had it like 12 years. The lights are looking a bit... I'm going to get a new Christmas tree. I'm like, all right, okay, well, you have a little run out, get yourself a new Christmas tree. I then get a random picture of her wearing a new jacket and asking me to choose which colour I preferred. Right.
Hey, if it makes her happy.
So go treat yourselves, folks, if you can.
Go buy a jacket and a tree.
Yeah, they're fantastic value. $11.69 for a happy hour is superb. Right.
She's worth it.
She is. You know, many of you know she's not been well, so she can have everything she wants at the moment.
She can't tell her I'll buy her the jacket.
I will.
I love her too. Right, so let me just show you a little technique. I love this technique. It's called the spotlight technique. I've done it loads, but I'm going to chop it up a little bit. So I have 3 pieces of white cardstock, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape them down just temporarily, and I'm going to, this time, do it, or maybe not, do it so it's on a bit of an angle. So today, rather than just be like symmetrical and do them all one inside the other, I'm going to put it on a wong. I'm going to do a little bit of this sort of look here. And I'm just going to hold it in place with my magnet so my design doesn't move. And I'm going to take that super gorgeous thistle stamp. Like so. And again, design wise, when you've got a curve in your design, it's far easier on the eye, and then that means you can build things as well. So what I'm going to do, let's go this way. I'm going to maybe pop, so I'm going to a stamp onto three layers of card here. I'm going to try and catch all of that detail.
Okay.
So let's get our black ink pad, and again this looks incredible in heat embossing, but good old Tony's not plugged in a gun.
Ah.
It's okay. So I'm going with black.
I can get your gun plugged in if you want.
No, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not precious about it, don't worry about it. So just a black ink pad here, and then I'm just going to push this down, and again if I lift it up and the detail hasn't stamped great, I'm not going to worry about it. I have my Eureka, it's my backup, and it's going to help me re-ink my stamp and go back in. You see there? Just going to try and get a little bit closer to that card. You can see the ink is still on there. So I just need to push a little bit harder in that detail.
That's the beauty of a stamping platform like the Eureka. If you're trying to do something a little bit different, you really can it'll never let you down.
Yeah. So what I need to do now is I'm just going to move that over, and I am just going to take one of the lovely stamps. Now the stamps in this set are gorgeous. Be generous with gratitude, for it is contagious. Absolutely, always do that. You give me butterflies, hope with the lovely flying butterflies off there, and then every day is a second chance, you know, and
nice.
It absolutely is. So, and I'm just going to take the sentiment, I'm just going to move that over a little bit. I'm just going to pop this sentiment up here. Now it's looking a little bit of a hot mess, but wait till I show you how it quickly comes together. So let's just move that over there.
Doesn't look like a mess to me.
It will look awesome in a second. Let me just stamp this sentiment. So we've done it on a little bit of an angle today, which is quite cute, and it just chops it up a little bit and stops us all from becoming stagnant in our craft, trying new things. So there's my lovely sentiment. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this away, take it all out, and we're going to build this together on our layers. So here we go. So our base card, and I have that lovely textured gorgeous card, and I'm not afraid to cut into it because it's affordable, it's gorgeous, so I am going to cut into it. I'm not going to sniff it, I am going to use it. So I have my backing coloured card here, so let's pop this on. You can hear it, you can hear it.
The texture on the glue on, can't you? That's brilliant.
Yeah, it is nice. I really love it as well. And we've done lots of card recently, but I really love this one. So then our next layer is this one, look. So we can see when we pop it on.
Totally different sound on a plain piece of white card.
It's a bit boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on this part here we have our next layer, so I'm just going to pop this onto our next layer. And then this is where it starts to become interesting. So we have our border on there. Make sure you line it up as straight as you possibly can. Let's pop it down for now. Like so, excuse all the fingerprints. And then our next one here, look. Let's pop this onto here. And then, try not to get any fingerprints, make sure you let it dry. And then on each one, we just pop a pad. Oops, a daisy. Let's,
don't know where that went.
it's fine, don't worry.
I think it went under the counter somewhere.
And then we'll pop one underneath this one. Just very random. And then we'll start to build that design up, but what will happen is the design will match, but we'll have it matte and layered onto some beautiful coloured cardstock.
Okay. The details of that linen card are on the bottom of the screen. Get it while it's hot, basically. Fantastic value. They say linen card because of the texture, but it is just, it's an amazing texture, to be honest.
It is, it's really nice. So I'm going to try and line this up best I can. Where do we go? About there, do we think?
Pretty good, that.
Not a bad effort, not a bad effort.
Not a bad effort at all.
That's
That.
it. And then our next one. So you take your time at home, line it back up. Now, if you don't like the jaunty angle and it's playing with your mind, because it does for some people, just do it straight. I've done lots of, and you can scan the QR codes on the packet as well, because that takes you to all of the inspiration, where I am live most days at home. Not looking like this, but live most days. And then this one goes back in there, look.
Genius.
And you get that design follow through, but it's matte and layered onto pat. Oh, I'm not finished. Sorry. And then what I did was I fussy cut, I stamped again and fussy cut this part. And so you don't have to do this part, but it just changes up that design a little bit. And add some dimension, add some sparkles, add some glitter, be creative, pop that on top, look.
There you go.
People will ask, if they're not a crafter or a receiver, will probably say, how did you get that on 3 cards when it's got its how did you line it up like that?
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of a cheat.
Yeah. Wonderful. 647972, the item number. 43.94 is going to 39.90 something as a club member. Brilliant value for the Hope collection. Get the textured linen card, but most importantly, don't miss out on the happy hour. Now only 24 minutes until that price runs out. Let's remind you that obviously if you put all of those 3 things in your basket, you're going to save money with our brand new capped postage system. Here's Bodget and Scarpa to tell you more.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door. Okay. Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cap P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan. Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better.
There's all you need to know about our capped postage. Now, we've still got about 19 minutes left, so we've got plenty of time for demonstrating, plenty of time for you to get these wonderful items from Stamps by Me at a discounted price.
Yeah,
You
it's just a bit chaos, isn't it?
Okay.
Let's get rid of
We
that.
asked Toni what she'd like to do in while you were watching that video, and she said she'd like to show you something from the Quattro
Absolutely.
collection. Yeah.
At every opportunity, I'm going to be shouting from the roofs about Quattro D. So
Yeah.
basically, 4 steps, and I'm going to interact it with the lovely deal that we've got on that butterfly collection, the Hope collection. So when you get it out of the packet, guys, this is what it looks like. You get a set of stencils, which work beautifully on their own. You get the coordinating stamp. You get the embossing folder, 3D embossing folder, which looks beautiful on its own. I'll just pop some card in there. In fact, let me just grab this very quickly, see if it'll help. There we go. 3D embossing folder, and then we have that outline down. So the way that I like to do it, quite simply, is do the stencils first, then cut it out, then stamp, and then do the 3D embossing. Always do your 3D embossing last, because anything you do after that will probably crush it, but if you do it first and you forget, just run it back through the embossing folder. It's no great shake. So let's take out these stencils. So easy, and you're going to be absolutely blown away with what you can achieve with these. I'm not kidding. As long as you've got a bit of ink in your stash and some blending brushes, you're going to absolutely adore these. So let's bring in some white cardstock. Now, if you haven't seen these before, where have you been? Because they are totally awesome. So you can see each stencil, to help you out, is numbered. Top left, the numbers need to be looking at you, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We also have some hearts in there as well if you need to line them up, but I would probably say you'll do it once and then you won't need the hearts, but you can stencil through the hearts and that will give you alignment back up. Our Eureka is fantastic for using with your stencils. So if you want to do the layering stencil system, if you already have a Eureka, you do not need anything else, and I'll show you. Quite easy. So let's get rid of this stamp. Let's bring in our cardstock. So I'm going to go with a piece of white cardstock, and let's go with stencil number 1. So you can either line it up with a piece of card, totally up to you. You have your magnet to hold it in place. If you have our magnetic glass mat, that will hold your stencils too. You know, utilise what you have in your stash. So this is number 1, so I'm going to hold it in place. Let's grab some ink. And we can go, I'm going to go with oranges and pinks and greens. Oranges and pinks and greens. I could do a bit of yellow as well.
Can I put a little dot where the heart is?
Could you? You pen through if you want,
Yeah.
ink through if you want to. I would probably say you probably won't, but if you need it as an aid, it's there for you. So here we have our solid portion of our stamp. So let's do a bit of orange through here. So we do have our fantastic blending brushes that are on the website as well. So we have some flathead long ones and we have some intricate ones in this tube as well. So check those out. They are self-cleaning and they are amazing. So let's get some of this lovely ink on here. Now, our inks are different. They are so juicy, as you can see. So I'm just going to take off some of the colour and then I'm just going to run it through. So I'm just going to get that lay down, pick up some more colour.
So email from Donna, who says, love stamps by me. So glad I was introduced to the wonders of this company. Toni and her products are amazing. Martin, have you found your owl? Okay, you
I heard about you. Yeah, I heard.
Last
Martin.
night.
I heard all about it, thanks.
Did you?
Swoop, swoop. Yes, I heard.
Because obviously I've been able to, for my whole life, I've been able to do an owl impression.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do. And last night, but during COVID, I didn't do it because, you know, you were touching stuff and you didn't want to be touching your mouth. Yeah, you know, when you're touching stuff and then touching your mouth. So I sort of did, and then I went to do the owl last night and I couldn't make it work. And it was like somebody had stolen my voice.
Because your lips have been out of action for so long.
It's hoarse. See?
Who did that email come
Donna.
from? Donna. Cheers, Donna.
Calm down.
Anyway, back to Quatre D and the owl.
It's gone.
It's
I've like lost my...
It's like a love triangle, this, Martin, Toni and the owl. So, stencil number 2 and the detail. I've heard about this owl. So this is number 2. Look at this detail here. So I'm going to take some of the pink and dust it off. I'm going for a gerbera.
Gerbera?
Yeah, not a sunflower. I'm going for a gerbera.
Okay.
So I've got pink here, look. Just taking off some of that pink. Now you can absolutely integrate the colours, be creative with the colours, do as you please basically. You're going to get fantastic results no matter how you pop the ink through this stencil. 15 minutes left on my life. Let's get this ink on quick before Owl shows an appearance.
I've put him away.
Oh.
I'm like, it's like I've lost a part of my life.
Well, your lips have clearly been out of action. You need to get kissing.
Okay.
Your wife.
Okay. I'll tell her that when we get home.
Just to be clear. Or are your hands out of action?
I don't know. It must be the temperature outside or something.
I don't know. It needs to get crafting. That's what it needs to do. Number 3. Moving on. So number 3 is the detail on here. Look, sorry, I didn't even show that. Look at that. How cool is that? And then you pop this on here, look, number 3. And again, no need for anything other than maybe a magnet. You can use your tape, you can ink through the hearts if you want to. Super, super easy. Whoop-to-daisy. So let's get some green on here. So very light brush of green. So I only have 4 of these brushes, the self-cleaning, so when you brush them off, then ready to go on the next colour.
So you don't need any more than 4, really?
No, don't waste your money.
There you go.
I know a lot of you did buy 6 and you're all like that, giddy kippers, but you know, you really don't need to spend a fortune. So, you know, just a regular lay down of green here, and you can be creative, you can take your time, add it in darker in a few of the areas on the tip if you want to, but honestly the stencils are going to do all of the talking. You really don't need to worry about, am I doing this right? Is the light and shade going to work? Because the detail you get with our stencils in 4 stencils is incredible. We always say we never go above 5 stencils if we can absolutely avoid it, and the 3D effects you get from our stencils are totally awesome. So that's number 3. So it's coming together pretty fast. Then we have number 4. So make sure the number's looking at you, and then we'll just add some more. I'm just going with the same colour here, but you can add like a teal if you want to. I'm just holding the stencil as support as well, which you will find everybody holds stencils no matter what tool they're using. So I'm just going through here, just adding that little bit of dimension. Totally cool. And if you really want to make it just stand proud a little bit, add a bit more colour, take your time with it at home and just enjoy it. That is all I ask, because that's why I created it. So here we go, look. So that is the sort of stencil component of it. So let's show you what it starts to look like when you start to add other detail. So the elements that I'm showing you now can all be used as independents. You don't have to combine all four. So now we could go in and heat emboss, make it gorgeous, add sparkle, and I'll show you a sparkly one in a second. This one I'm just going to go totally black just to show you, because we're tight on time. Well, we're not really actually tight on time, but I want to show you the whole concept straight through, and I would I'd like to complete a card too. So here we go in black. Press, press, press.
Fabulous.
There we have our beautiful 3D sunflower, daisy, gerbera, your choice. You make the rules, it's your craft.
Fantastic.
It's cool, isn't it? And then we just take our outline die. So this is step 3. Now this is where the magic sort of steps up a gear. So we do stamps and dies, we do stamps, dies and stencils, but it's totally unheard of to do stamps, dies and embossing folders and stencils. Well, it's actually quite common now, but you know, at the time.
You've made it common now,
Yeah.
by bringing out this brilliant system.
Yeah, so you just pop that die around, and there is a slightly larger bleed. There is a reason for it, I'm not going to tell you why, but there is a reason for it, because it has the embossing folder, so it has a little bit of a bigger area. So let's just put this through our machine. So this is just going to die cut. Now if you want to die cut first, you can absolutely do that, but it is going to be more difficult to hold it down when you want to do the stencil. So I always say do your stencil first and then the die cut. It doesn't really matter when you do your stamping. So let's just run this one through. So think hey, there's a bird in house. There's a bird in house.
He's back.
Is he?
He's back.
Sounds like he's dead.
Sounds like he's dead.
Sounds like it's having a, I don't know. It sounds like it's either hungry or it's got issues. I wonder what its hair looks like.
Hey?
I wonder what its hair looks like.
Bad, like, stop. I'm mortified.
Oh my life. Look at this.
Brilliant.
Is that not just the most gorgeous? Now, it doesn't end there. You're all laughing at me.
They're in my ear.
They're all laughing at me. Yeah.
Makes a change for laughing at me.
Very quickly, before I run this one through the embossing folder, let me just show you how gorgeous this is just on its own before I actually put this coloured piece through, because I want you to see both, because honestly, putting the design on the same page, one in a white background with the 3D in the back and the coloured at the front, it looks awesome. So I do want to show both. So open the embossing folder, pop your cardstock in.
Okay.
Let's run this one through, and then we'll run through our coloured one and show you how awesome it is. So this is just on white. And this concept I'm showing you right now with this particular one, sunflower, this one is called, but you can use it as anything. It's exactly the same concept with the magnolia and with the blooming beautiful set.
Oh my.
So that's on white.
Look at this. Just on white card.
Is that not just incredible?
That is just amazing, isn't it? On white card.
And I mean, if you like your simplistic, that will make a beautiful sympathy card. Just say, I'm thinking about you, sending a crafty hug, I've got your back, anything you want, you know. Life is tough.
How are you, flower?
How are you, flower? Life is tough, but so are you. So, the coloured one that we've just done, this is where it steps it totally up a gear, totally flat, okay? This is where we're going to get that lovely shop-bought finish that you poke in the shop and it's like, oh my gosh, that's 3D. That's what you're going to be able to create with this now. So I'm just going to pop this on to our embossing folder. Now again, don't worry if you don't quite line it up. It isn't the end of the world. It still looks absolutely adorable. So pop it in. Pinch the embossing folder shut and then just run it through.
Okay. I mean, that's what it's going to do to your already, well, tripled image. You're doing the last bit of the quattro here right now, putting it through the
And if you think about
folder.
it, embossing folders now are about £9 or £10.
Yeah.
So the embossing folders, £9 or £10. You're getting the whole bunch for 34, 31.
Well, yeah.
With
30,
a stamp, a die, and layering stencils.
I know, it's amazing.
Super cool.
It really is.
Let's show you.
More emails coming in. Wait till you've shown everybody that first, though.
I will let you show it. I'll let you show it back because it doesn't right show with colour up front, but you get the idea.
Here's the back. Okay, so you can see it's been embossed, and then when we turn it round,
I think
it won't show so much
yeah,
on
it
TV.
doesn't show as much. It's not great, but it's definitely there. You can see the lines.
Yeah.
It's not great on TV, but that's why we always show you the back, because you know what is on the back is going to be pushed.
When you see it with your own eyes,
so
you'll
you get
realise
this effect, but with the colour.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I mean, I am absolutely in love with this concept.
Brilliant.
It's a brand new concept, and the deboss side. Sorry to interrupt. The deboss side is equally as beautiful. So think about inking up that embossing folder. Adding sparkle, using your wow powders, using your pastes.
Right, so I've got an email from Lindsay. Okay, Lindsay. And she says, "Hi Tony and Martin, just wanted to say hi. Great to have the two of you together on TV.
Oh, that's okay.
I've managed to get my happy hour deal, so thought I'd share a card I made with the beautiful moments lamination stamps. Boom.
Oh, boom.
That's nice, isn't it?
I don't need to dummy demo. She's shown you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now
We
I'll
were just
show
about
you.
to do that. Can you beat that one, Tony?
I'll have a go.
She says, "Keep on doing what you do so well." Well, she's obviously talking to you.
1 second, let me just grab
No,
the
you're going
stamp.
to get yourself sorted.
I'm just grabbing
that's
the
from
stamp.
Lindsay. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Lovely to get your email.
Oh,
and
thank
lovely
you.
to know you're out there watching.
It is, it's lovely. I mean, sometimes we stand here and we think nobody's watching, but people do watch, which is
Yeah,
super
they do.
cool.
Yeah.
So can I show you the lamination birds? Beautiful moments, because this is like so pretty. I mean,
got 5 minutes
just
to do it, so.
just to show you, this was the card I was going to bake, but now I've been asked to do the birds. So this is that lovely linen, which is like a putty blue,
Yeah.
grey blue. Totally unique. And then this eggshell
green to
blue,
me.
great shout. So here we go. So I stamped that, and I was going to pop this on here, and I was going to do a little bit of stencil work in the background, so it looks absolutely adorable. Maybe some sequins, but we're going to do the bird now. So let me show you. So the solid portion of the bird, let's do both birds on here, because we can. So Eureka. No competition. So solid portion, so let's go maybe here. So there's two different styles of birds in here. So always use your solid portion for the colour. So let's maybe pop, let's just move this little one up there like that, and then let's maybe pop him down here. Oh, it's a shame I ain't got a third. Oh, never mind, we'll just go with that. So we've got the two there. So this is your solid portion, okay? So this is where you can add some colour. Let's go blue and grey. I did pink in the other show. Let's show you how you can change it up a little bit and do like a masculine card just for a change. So a blue and a grey on here. So I'm just going to randomly pop some colour on the solid portion and some blue. Now you can spray with water, which is what I like to do because I like to get the watercolour finish. You don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm just going to spray with some spray I have, and I'm just going to push it down and hopefully get a lovely, lovely texturised bird in the background with some greys. Yeah, right. Some greys and some lovely blues on there. So here we go. So already I have my textured butterflies. Crikey, I've got butterflies on brain. And then all you do is you take your second portion. The beauty about lamination is it doesn't have to be precise. Okay, so if you're not great at lining it up, you have a tremor, your eyesight's not great, it still works. It looks incredible. So I'm just going to pop this bird on here. And then this one on, and this one on here. No, Tony, that's not right. Come on, there we go.
It's late.
No, that's still not right. I don't want to do it wrong because it looks ridiculous, doesn't it? If owner can't get
Leslie's
it right.
watching.
Who?
She emailed in, the one with the picture.
Oh, I think
idolises
Leslie.
you.
No, I did get it
You're about
right.
to make a pig's ear of it.
Yeah, she's put me under pressure. Well, that's right. Oh, honestly. And then this one goes on here, look. But again, as always, you can refer to the packet and you have that QR code on the back. We've used this hundreds of times. There is loads of videos. So here we go. I'm going to do black because it's a masculine card. I'm just going to clean my door with my sleeve again. And then we'll stamp this one out in black. And this is where we add this detail. Very arty in design, absolutely stunning. These are back in stock because you asked for them. I don't think I'll be... Ta-da!
Amazing.
Look at that, isn't that cool?
Perfect.
Right, so let's get this on a card very, very quickly because we're running out of time. So I have my card blank and my colour on there. So I'm just going to stick this straight on. Now, if it's a masculine card, you don't always want to layer it with sparkle and things like that, but you can add sequins if you, I mean, it's totally your call if you want to, but I'm going to leave it as is because I think the card looks quite nice, just simplistic in design. Be generous with gratitude, for it is contagious. There we go.
There you go. Look at that. I love the fuzzy birds. They're awesome, aren't they?
Aren't they cool? And they do look like they've been a bit airbrushed, a bit graffiti-esque, a little bit artistic, and you can use a solid portion without the outline without the solid portion, but combined they make really pretty
Well, I'll
cards.
be generous with gratitude because I couldn't have done it without you, Toni.
Oh, well done.
I could not have done it without you tonight.
I'm glad you got your bird back.
Yeah, the owl is back.